All right, welcome back to OBG Road to Glory, episode 3. We're gonna do a little bit more fast simulating today. We're about halfway through the season. Just trying to speed it up, get to actual gameplay, and yeah. So we're still just focusing on making sure he does school. Working on his leadership, but the leadership's getting really high, but we're afforded the ability to do that because the game glitched and gave us the extra points. So that's okay. I'm not going to complain. And I guess we'll do one more on the leadership. So the leadership skills, when he does step on the field, he's going to be ready, that's for sure. He's taking his off-season time, not off-season time, he's taking his red shirt year to properly grow. I'm hoping they redshirt us, because if they don't, that would really suck. Because we basically burn one of our 4 years of playing eligibility on nothing. And you know, I've heard other people with their Road to Glory characters that it sims weird and doesn't give them a redshirt year. So we'll see. Regardless, I still think 3 years of playing at college will be good for him. He will play all 4 years. So we'll see. First look at Indiana. Yeah, both teams 5-2. I guess that's Hep Rock. Whatever that is. Just I guess Indiana's tradition. So let's see if we get any game action. Oh, down 7 early. We're up 3-1. Tie game. Okay, we're up 10. Up 3 at half. That's good. I was looking at the roster for the Washington Huskies for younger players. Oh, we lost the lead, and we never got back, so we ended up losing a game that we led by 10.
And a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
That's
this is a team that really
unfortunate.
needs to take a long, hard look
3
in
losses
the
in
mirror
a row.
right now and make a decision.
Curtis
What are we
Rourke
gonna be?
from Ontario,
what am
Canada.
I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing
brother
turned around? A lot
played
of
in
tough
the CFL.
and real conversations are going to have to take
And
place.
I believe
And
is now a
this is when
practice
the coaches
squad
really make
NFL
their money,
quarterback.
right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know
Also from Canada.
there's
So
probably
that's-
not a lot to play
That's
for
pretty
down the
brutal
road.
to have a
So
lead.
let's win every game. Let's win
and
every
then to
battle.
blow
Let's
it.
spoil other people's.
We were ranked 24th in the country. That's definitely not going to continue. Hopefully we can at least win one more game this year. I think you have to win 1 or 2. Once you win 6 or 7 games, you're eligible to play in a bowl, which is, it's like I wouldn't say it's like a party, but it's like your final game, and if you win, you get there's a bunch of bowls. We'll see when we get there. We're not going to upgrade them, and we'll just get to the next week. That's a pretty bad loss for Washington there. But, you know, that's okay. The star of the show has not arrived yet. Not yet. He's close. Teammate here. Skip in and sleep. Well, no, he's going to drive him. Oakland is bailing everyone out, left, right, and center. Now here's a big test at home, but University of Southern California, which I incorrectly called University of South Carolina last video, but that's okay. They're also technically USC. We're going to simulate practice, weekly agenda. I mean, he's doing excellent in school. He's got a 3.8. His exam is in 5 weeks. He's doing good on that. And the leadership, yeah, that's good. Like he's already got the ability clear-headed, protection from composure loss. So like you'll see once we go on the road, some of these environments are fairly hostile. You guys will see. Fan favor, increased composure gains at home. So that's going good. Everything's looking good. It's unfortunate that the glitch made its way onto this file, but I'm okay with that. Yep, there's our building. Clear-headed, which we saw was for composure. Yeah, we're definitely just trying to get into gameplay, but I feel obligated to sim each game just to kind of see how the team plays, but also you never know. The quarterback gets hurt and we're thrown into the game, and then, you know, I miss the first action. Well, I don't get to control it, essentially, right?
It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in
It's a big game. Trojans, Huskies. Oh, we got an early lead. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, if we win this game, we could potentially become ranked again, which doesn't hurt. But again, the key. Oh, big lead versus USC. That's really bad for USC. As the 15th seed. Are we going to hold on, though? It's tight. Okay, they held on.
Well,
That's a really good
this
win.
one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and
Even though we won the
walk
game,
out
I still don't
as
think
the
that's the
winner.
best they've played. I honestly thought technically versus Michigan they played their best. Another live look at OBG.
And get the W and execute. Great job believing
He
they
didn't
can
play,
come
but he's on the
Jesse
field
and
celebrating
knock
with his
'em
teammates because
Yeah,
that's
you're
just
right, David.
the kind
This
of
team came in with something
leader
to
and
prove.
teammate he
They knew
is.
they had a national audience that was going to be
Which is
paying
good for him.
attention to this game.
You
What a
know,
great
it's
job coming out
the younger
under
players on the
lights,
roster like
big-time
himself. You
stage
know,
against a
once
ranked
it's time for him to
opponent,
shine,
really putting their A game out
it'll be
there
good.
on
Wow,
the field.
USC went 3 for 4
That's
and
going
fourth
to do
down.
it for us.
They
For Jesse Palmer, David
lost the
Colley,
game.
our entire broadcast team, I'm
Yeah,
Reese
it looks
Davis.
like we are
This
putting
has
up just a
been
lot of
another
big plays, maybe, I
presentation
want to
of
say.
EA Sports College
Didn't even
Football.
pass the ball that well. So definitely, you know, I feel like I believe his name is Will Rogers, the quarterback currently for Washington. He's solid, but you know, there's a level of improvement that I think we can bring to the table next year. Okay, upgrade to silver. That's good. The more abilities, the better. So that's a good win for Washington. 3-3 in conference play. We're not going to be vying for a Big Ten title this year. Pretty improbable, I would say, at 3-3 in division. And I believe Parker, classmate. No, he'll study himself. Thank you. A little small GPA increase. I mean, it was a goddamn. Okay, Penn State's only 4-4, and they're not ranked. But I'm telling you, if we were to play in this game, it would be shaken. Like, eventually we'll play Penn State in this series, and you guys will see it is just a madhouse. And they did a good job of putting that into the game, which is really cool to see. I guess we'll start putting a little into NIL, just because the leadership is almost capped out. And again, training, I'm just not concerned with it at the moment. We'll upgrade him maybe at the end of the year. Practice, again, we'll simulate, just because we're trying to get to, you know, his next season. Hopefully it's his redshirt freshman year, not his sophomore year. But nonetheless. Oh, did I accidentally sim that? Okay, well, I guess you won't get a live look at Penn State Nittany Lions Stadium. We did lose, as to be expected. So that's not good. Did OBG see any action? No, he saw no action yet. So that's good. Because we don't want him to play this year. We don't want to burn any year. Okay, go back to the schedule. Study again. It's pretty much maxed, but it lowers every week. The leadership's excellent. It's maxed out. We'll do a little on NIL. I guess we'll do a little training. Just for, I guess we didn't earn any XP. Nothing else I can do here. Guess we'll do another NIL. I mean, we're maxing this stuff out. And that's really good for when it comes time to play. And taking control of the locker room, which is something OBG definitely plans on doing here at Washington. And you know what? There's a chance Washington goes in the portal and they get another quarterback. It's not set in stone that we finish out our career in Washington, but I would like to stay here. I consider it a challenging team to play with when we play bigger schools, and not a super challenging team, but definitely not an easy team to go ahead and win a national championship or even compete for the playoffs for. And we'll play with the difficulties to make sure we're not just running over everybody every week.
One of the grand traditions is paying tribute.
I mean, I'm not. That Husky looks so damn good, but it's like I've seen it so many times now, and because I'm just trying to get through this year, Yeah, UCLA's having a rough year, so we should handle them pretty good by at least 10 points, and we're only up 4 right now. And now we're losing to UCLA. We lost to Penn State, but can't lose to UCLA at home. That's embarrassing. Oh my. They literally lost to UCLA at home. They put up 7 points.
Back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold
Not
on
good.
to the positives as hard as that
You know, when we looked at our schedule,
that
was one of our easier games.
Has good players.
I kind of penciled that in as like an automatic W.
Things have not gone their way.
It's just we beat USC, a really good school, and then we lose to UCLA, I wouldn't say a bottom feeder, but definitely a team that's not anywhere near the peak of what their program has been in the past. As you see, they're 4-6 now. We're 6-5. The season's just about coming to the end here. I'm hoping 6 wins makes us bowl eligible. We're obviously way out of contention for the playoff. The second we lost our second game, I really thought that was probably it for us. Not good. We gained an upgrade to our clear-headed ability, which is good. That's brutal. See, Penn State beat us 70-14. I'm just seeing this now. We lost to Penn State 70-14. Penn State's a tough team. Their record was 4-4. Maybe they've just played some good schools. Penn State's one of the, in my opinion, I would say a top 8 team in the country, right? But 70-14, and then you come back home, you get smacked. So you beat USC, not by a lot, but a good amount. And then you go on the road to Penn State, tough place to play, and you get smacked. You lose by 56 points, which is literally 7 touchdowns. That's like just, I can't even imagine. Is it 7 touchdowns or is it 7 touchdowns? No, it's 8 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns. Then you go home to play UCLA, a bad team, not a good team, and you put up 7 points and lose. That's the program's going to need some retooling, and I think they got the guy for it in OBG, but that's bad. That is all types of bad for our program. 2 things. Don't forget you have a final. Hopefully you've been studying. If you watch this hour-long, it should be easy. I guess I'll watch the video. At this point, if he doesn't have a 4.0 by the end of the year, I'd be shocked. Bye week, yeah, this is pretty much. I think there might be one more game, or that might be it for us for this season. We're going to simulate training, weekly agenda. I guess I'll study one more time for our exam in 2 weeks. We'll study again later, and then we'll start pumping up the NIL a bit, which is good. We can get the road dog ability, which makes in getting composure back and gaining it on the road easier, which is good. How's the coach just for the quarterback? Is it still at 8? Yeah, see, Will Rogers was at 8,000. Now he's, or a little bit past it. Now he's slightly less, because it sways for all of your teammates, not just you, right? Like our 3rd string quarterback, he's at super low because he doesn't play. He's not expected to play at all. We've been practicing good. Well, I've been simulating, but we've been practicing good. Obviously, our overall is pretty decent. So we're gaining that. But I would have expected Will Rogers to be quite lower after those last 2 weeks. That's super disappointing for the program. Hopefully the coach doesn't get fired, because if the coach gets fired, the playbook will change, and that might mean we don't fit anymore, because the system just changed, and maybe they come in and they want a mobile quarterback. We're not that. So we got one last game against Oregon. I should have known this. They play this every year. I believe this is the last game of the year. Oregon is a dominant team. The fact that they're 8-3 is a testament to playing in a new division, or sorry, conference in the Big Ten, because Oregon's a really good team. And our conference is really good. Like 6-5 in the Big Ten is not terrible, but we lost to teams we should have beat. We should be, 7-4, 7-4, maybe even 8-3 like Oregon. But even then, I wouldn't. Oregon's probably going to smoke us. Yeah, just not good. Weekly agenda. Is it exam week? In 1 week, I won't study this week then. We'll do a little bit of training just because we're going to have to at some point. We'll regen the health. We'll regen the health. Keep it easy this week. I have not seen Oregon yet in this game, so I will want to see what this looks like. Rivalry game, big time game. Whether or not the thing about college football is whether both teams are good, both teams are bad, or it's one side or not. The rivalries are just off the chain in college football. The temperature in the building, what it means to the programs, it's always just electric. It's just an electric atmosphere, regardless of how good either team is. It's always such a great time. So I guess the duck rides on a motorcycle. I mean, it's sick. Like, it's really cool.
A celebration, senior day. As we'll see a team coming
Oh, it's senior day. Perfect.
The Washington Huskies. Taking on the
They're going to kick our ass.
team in the land, the
I'd be shocked if we keep this within 14. They're going to kick our ass. If we lost to Penn State by 56, Oregon's better than Penn State. So, see how it goes for us. Down 7. Tied it. Okay. We scored again. Oregon's got a good offense. We couldn't stop Iowa. I don't know how we're going to stop Oregon. We're only down. It's not bad. We're keeping it close. There comes Oregon a little bit. Keeping it very close. Yeah. Oregon we score and they answer back. It's just what Oregon does.
I just never saw this team falling into a
three-game I'm happy with the 26 points put up for us. 38 allowed in Oregon against Oregon is a lot, but not much to expect when you. What did we give up to? We gave up 70 to Penn State, which is a good offense. We gave up like 46, 43, something like that to Iowa last episode.
It's frustrating
so,
too, David, because this is a team that has
not much to
I think part of the
expect other than this result
now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the
for the
coaching
Huskies.
staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field.
Yeah, 6-6 on the year season. The announcer was saying maybe they're ready to give new guys the opportunity to see the field. We'll see if that means we get some action at some point here. I don't expect us to. And Oregon's not even going to go up that much from that win. They should have beat us even worse than they did, but we kept it close for a little bit. Oh, and they just tanked my studiedness because it's the week of the exam. Your finals results are in all A's. Great job. Should be proud. Okay, well, all A's. I think that's the end of the season, unless we have a bowl game. I don't think I need to even study. Yeah, I can't even study because it's technically the off period, right? So we'll do some training. Leadership, I'm going to keep it that. We'll do some training, and then we'll prepare ourselves, even though we're going into a bye week. So no game, no practice. So physically should be able to. I have not completed practice. There's no practice option. So the game's telling me to do something that I'm not giving me an option to do. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, we're gaining here. Yeah, I mean, Will Rogers is leaving. I'm not too worried about where we're at when it comes time for him to leave. I don't even think we made a bowl game. I could check the bowl games. I can't study it because I technically don't need to. We're gaining lots of XP here. Not that I need it. Actually, I think I need to spend some of my things. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. Can I upgrade him at all? We'll just spend some so we can accumulate some. Because I think you're capped out at 127. Just here's another look. You guys want to have a look? I don't think we can even upgrade him right now. So we'll see if we're playing in a bowl game or not. We'll find out. It would probably be best for us if we did, just because winning bowl games is just better for your overall brand and program. Heisman winner Grayson McNeil, quarterback at NC State. He threw 41 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions. That's an impressive year for sure. Didn't expect that to be going on. Let's see, is there a playoff bracket that they've set up? So this is the playoff. Wow, NC State finished 11-1. Yeah, see, so Ohio State won our division, or our conference, the Big Ten. They're in the 1 seed. They get a bye week. Kansas State, I believe, won the Big 12 then, for the 2 seed. Louisville won the ACC, the Atlantic Coastal Conference, for the 3 seed. And then Georgia won the SEC, the Southeastern Conference. So if you win your division, you automatically get one of those top 4 spots, and you get a bye week. And the other teams are, we call them at-large bids. They're kind of, so the rankings really come into play here. See, like if you look at Georgia, they're in the 4 seed, but their number is 9. Because in the country, they're ranked as the 9th best team. So here's a perfect example. And because this is a new format this year, everyone's kind of learning how this format works. So Georgia's in the 4 spot, and they're technically the 9th ranked team in the country. And they're in the SEC. If you look at the top right, you have Alabama, the 6th best team in the country, and they're 10-3. So they have the same record, and they're both in the same conference. They have the same record, and Alabama's ranked higher. You'd be like, well, why is Alabama in the 7? Well, Alabama's in the 7 and Georgia's in the 4 because obviously Georgia won the SEC. The rankings only matter for the teams that didn't win their respective thing. Although now that I'm seeing that, I'm noticing that the number 12 team is not in here. And I think that could do because they want to include all the smaller schools. So if you look at the bottom left, we have the Louisiana Raging Cajuns in the 18 seed, but they're in the 12 hole for the playoff. And Jack State. Jack State's really bad. So, and they went 10-3, and they were the 11th seed and made the playoff. I'm not sure why, because there's usually only supposed to be one group of 5 team. You have your major 4 conferences. There's also, well, there's a 5th. There's a Pac-12, but they no longer get a bid because there's only 2 divisions. And then you have your Power 5s, your other schools. And we have 2 of them in here. 3 if you count Notre Dame because they're independent. So I'm not sure what that's about. But I do not expect them to win the national championship. Bowl matchups, we can see if we're in here at all. So, like, there's all these fun little bowls for all the other schools kind of thing. Well, there's round 1, but we got, like, the Frisco Bowl, right? So UAB at Old Dominion will play. I think you have to win 7 games. Nope. If you win 6, you could get invited. So we got, like, the Las Vegas Bowl. University of Central Florida is going to play Nebraska for the Las Vegas Bowl in Las Vegas. There's some fun ones. Military Bowl. It's a military thing. The Peach Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl. Those will all be playoff games. Now they're no longer just regular Pop-Tart Bowl. Citrus Bowl, the Gator Bowl. Duke's Mayo Bowl. The Sun Bowl, Music City Bowl. That's one is played in Nashville, I believe. The Holiday Bowl. So there's a bunch of bowls. They're sort of fun. Just these are real life things, but we didn't. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I cannot believe Jacksonville State finished 10-3 and then got ranked 11th. That's shocking to me, but they're just trying to. I guess this sim is trying to include smaller schools. I don't expect them to win or anything like that. So we'll see how that breaks down and see who, I guess, wins the national championship. We go straight to our off season here because we did not qualify for we qualified, but we did not get voted into a bowl game, which is bad for the program. 1 year after going to the national championship, they are out. So we can enter the transfer portal and leave our school and go somewhere else. So if we really wanted to, we could jump to Iowa and we'd be guaranteed as a starter. It says we're a freshman still. I don't know if that's true. We'll find out when the new season starts. Northwestern, I mean, he has a 4.0 GPA, so you would definitely apply. Minnesota is a good school, but I definitely want to stay at Washington because I believe we're going to start next year. And if not, we'll upgrade him with the gifts that the game has given us to make sure he starts. I think he would definitely start. Top stories. Louisville's coach got fired. Jacksonville State fired their coach after going 10-4 and making a playoff, even though, okay. Hey, I can only control myself. I can't control what the game decides to put around me. So I think we'll be able to speed this up into next season and see if we're the starter, if we're going to have to fight for the job, if we got red-shirted, what kind of other talent Washington recruited in from the high school ranks and transfer portal themselves. It would have told me if the coach was fired, I believe, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Although, if they're going 6-6 and not making a bowl game, in the SEC, that would constitute getting fired. So, we'll see. It's taking us right through the offseason, I think, here, which is good. So hopefully next video we'll be able to start playing. Yep, we went right down. He forgot everything he knew last year. It went right back down. And let's see. Oh, so we're going to have a battle versus Svoboda for the quarterback one. So we're going to get our shot. They're going to make us play some mini games to see if we're going to be the starting quarterback. I guess, what are we running at here? About 26 minutes? We could do it now. It's not going to let me upgrade him before to give us that edge. Will I be able to see a depth chart? Should we be starting over this guy, or did he transfer in and he's better than us? So he transferred in from somewhere. See, they didn't give us our red shirt, and that really, really, really bothers me because we literally didn't play at all, and we just lost a year of playing. I don't know why the game does that. Sometimes I think it does that because we should have went to a school where we weren't even the backup. Maybe because we were the backup, we dressed for the game. And because we dressed for the game, we counted as playing. If that's the case, that really sucks. See, this guy was also a freshman last year with me, but he got his red shirt because he was my backup. I didn't get a red shirt because I was the backup. So you could say maybe I screwed that up a little bit, but 3 full years of college football is what most people play anyway. The 4th year would have been really nice to have. Granted, I have to beat out Evans Svoboda, whatever. So that kind of sucks. But they kept Jonah Coleman. Wide receivers, they were able to keep Rashid Williams, or I believe he's a transfer in. I believe he's a transfer. Denzel is a stay. We did see if this guy's a new they already gave him I don't know. This guy's a brand new. Ooh, look at this guy. We got this guy, freshman, Major Addington, and he's fast, 96 speed. That's good. Tight end. We did go get a big tight end, but he's a blocker, so we'll see how that goes. Offensive line should have developed. We moved our right tackle to left tackle. Okay, that's fine. He's young, so that's okay. We moved. Okay, hey, they can do. I don't understand the swapping of tackles, but that's okay. So we will play our position battle here. Yeah, it sucks. I won't get 4 full years, but I guess I should have thought about that. If I'm the backup, and I was the backup, that I'm technically dressing for the game and can be thrown in. So kind of sucks, but so the game's going to give us 3 mini games. We have to win 2 out of the 3 mini games to become the starter. And if we see in the top right, Evan Svoboda got 10,000. So to win this drill, we got to get more than 10,000. This drill sucks though. I hate this drill. Okay, early touchdown. Okay, we're going to run this way every time, and also a bad drill considering OBG's lack of athleticism. Let's put it that way. But we're doing okay here. This is such a stupid drill. Can I maybe if I throw a ball here? Perfect. Okay, we don't even need that much more, and we will win this drill, which is the hardest drill that they can give you. Go a short pass here. We're at silver. I mean, it all helps for our coach trust. Run this way, triangle. Okay, it's a drop I'm not worried about. So we won that drill. This one, we know we're the kings at this drill. We're not worried about this. So he had 4,000. That's pretty low, honestly. He's only 1 overall higher than us, and I know he's a transfer in from another school. I know that because he wasn't on the team last year. But, you know, because they burned our year as the backup, you know, I have to believe that even if from a realistic standpoint, right, if a team was willing to burn my year and make me the backup, it's because the coach has a level of trust in OBG to step into a game. And even though he didn't put him in a game, essentially burned a year. You know, it's okay. Going forward, I know I'm going to have to, if I'm going to do this whole backup route, I should pick a team where I'm not even the backup. I'm the third string at best. Just so I don't have to worry about losing a whole year. But the good news is we are definitely going to win this battle here. This drill doesn't matter. We've already won, but we're going to put on a good showing for the coach here. A little in route here. Perfect ball. He's ready. You know, he took that year sitting on the bench, and, you know, he got ready. Look at that perfect pass over there. 46 on the receiver looks terrible. Couple slants. Got to get the ball out quick. Yeah. OBG's going to play with rhythm. He's going to play with timing. He's not the best athlete on the field, but he's going to be one hell of a passer, and he's going to beat people with his brain. Hopefully his coach's play calling is helpful, because we don't pick the plays. Okay, I'm not liking any of these. We'll just check it down. Again, we've already beaten the score needed. Well, we didn't even need to win this one. All of this is just extra work. A little late on this curl pattern. We have next year. Man coverage is the zig route we want to hit here, and we're going to hit him. Diagnosed to his man. This could be any sort of defense here. It is cover 2. Put the guy over the middle of the field. Linebacker drifted off. This could be, I'm not sure what that is. We're going to throw a little bit of a difficult ball. Great throw. Didn't keep his feet in, but what a great ball. Challenging ourselves here to make some more difficult throws just because we know we have the position locked up. And this is just free practice. Got man here. I'm going to throw a difficult pass. We caught that, but I'm sure our receiver is not happy that we basically led him to death. I'm not a big fan of any of these routes, but we're going to... A little pass lead. That's that good leadership that he accrued. He's able to do that. We're going to throw a difficult ball here. Give our receiver a chance to go make a play. That's okay. Sometimes you got to take risks. But we won the battle. Officially the starting quarterback for the Washington Huskies. Oakland Boucher Graham, a.k.a. OBG. So, in the next video, we will officially be able to start playing, which is cool because we basically spent 3 videos practicing and simulating and sort of explaining college football to everybody. Fan favorite, deactivated, whatever. We don't care. All that matters is that he's starting. And yeah, so technically year 2, but year 1 of playing is next. So thank you for watching. I guess I'd say hit like and subscribe, although that feels silly to say at this point, but thank you to anyone who watches, and we will see you next time.